no one really knows where Street 49 begins or where it ends. Some say it's an old road, closed after a series of strange incidents, while others insist it was never closed. It just vanished. What I'm about to tell you isn't a rumor or an online story. It's a real account that has been repeated over the years. Same place, same outcome. On the outskirts of Michigan, there's an abandoned industrial area. At first glance, it seems normal. Warehouses, half-collapsed buildings, and old electric wires dangling from poles. But there's a narrow side road tucked between these buildings, marked by a rusted sign barely legible. Street 49. One rainy night, someone ended up on this road by mistake. They were trying to find a shortcut back to the city before midnight. What they found, however, was not a road. It was something else entirely. From the first moment, there was an eerie feeling. The air felt heavier than normal, and the rain that fell on the main road stopped abruptly, as if an invisible wall separated this place from the world. The houses on either side seemed frozen in time. Cracked wood, tilted doors, and on almost every porch, a rocking chair moved slowly, on its own. Every chair identical, swaying with a rhythm that sounded like a faint moan from the past. At first, the driver tried to ignore it, but then the car radio began to emit strange static noises, and whispers could be heard through the interference. The words were fragmented, yet chillingly clear. Turn off the lights. Don't let them see you. Looking around, there was no one. Then came the sound of footsteps behind the car, slow, heavy, and approaching steadily. In the rearview mirror, something moved in the darkness. A tall shadow, featureless, looming closer. Every time the driver slowed down, it drew nearer. When attempting to speed up, the lights flickered, then went out entirely. In the darkness, breath could be felt close to the ears. Even though the car was empty, breath mixed with muffled laughter, and a whisper said, "You see them now, don't you?" The driver slammed the pedal, desperate to escape. But nothing happened. Everything froze, even the sound of rain. Up ahead, a face appeared at the windshield. A woman, thin, hair wet, her white dress clinging to the muddy ground. She stood perfectly still, her head tilted unnaturally. As the weak light of the car shone on her face, her eyes were gone. Just deep black voids. A scream tore from the driver's throat, turning the wheel to avoid her. But the car slipped into the mud, hitting an old wooden wall when eyes opened again. She was gone. The wall was gone. The houses were gone. Even the road was gone. Instead, the driver found themselves in the middle of a dense forest. The car was covered in dust, as if it had been there for years. Looking at the phone, the clock was frozen at 3:13. The next day, the car was found exactly in that spot. The driver was nowhere to be seen. Oddly, the engine was still warm, the lights still on, and the front door open, as if the person had just stepped out. The police found something strange on the ground beside the car. a rusted metal plate with one number, 49. Since then, people say that when they drive near the entrance of this road at night, they hear car engines, but see no vehicle. Sometimes, faint lights appear between the trees, then vanish suddenly. Even stranger, those who approach the rusted sign hear 3 knocks on their window. Always the same rhythm. Tap, tap, tap. And then, a faint voice seems to come from inside the car itself, whispering, "You arrived just in time." No one knows where Street 49 truly begins now. Maybe it has been erased from maps, or maybe it's waiting for someone new. But remember, if you ever find yourself on a narrow road that doesn't appear on any map, and a rusted sign reads 49, do not enter. The road doesn't lead anywhere. It takes you far away from everywhere.